In 1893, the World's Fair and Exhibition in Chicago was one of the most ambitious and successful displays of art, architecture, entertainment, and global cooperation in history. Imagine it. 630 acres of towering, ornate, white exhibition halls, food from 46 countries, lagoons, Japanese gardens, life-sized reproductions of the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. The first commercial movie theater and the world's first Ferris wheel, standing an astonishing 26 stories tall. Now imagine wandering to the western edge of this extravagant tableau, to a long street packed with throngs of people. This was the Midway Plaisance, curated by an enterprising young man from San Francisco by the name of Saul Bloom. And pushing through the crowds, you came upon men and women performing folk dances from Egypt, Algeria, Syria, and Turkey. They were uncorseted. The Victorian crowds were scandalized by their undulating movements. So, of course, every show sold out over the course of its 6-month run. Saul Bloom gave the phenomenon the nickname of Bellydance. He made a mint off of it. In the decades following, many copied the movements, brought them back to burlesque theaters, and dubbed the bastardized acts the Hoochie Coochie. Oriental stories took what was a social dance performed by men and women at weddings and community gatherings and recast it as harem dancers trying to please a sultan. Hollywood threw out traditional robes and put dancers in sparkly two-piece costumes. Dancers in Cairo and Istanbul adopted the westernized ideas in order to appeal to the Western tourists. But another thing has happened to belly dance in America. It's been discovered, studied, and revered by dancers who care, who fuse and experiment and innovate, but who also study the sources, who ask questions about appreciation versus appropriation. Over the last 150 years, through travels and journeys, through movies and film, through instruction and tours to both sides of the pond, belly dance has become a love letter to the Middle East, a dialogue of art and ideas, a visual poem of respect, constantly written and rewritten back and forth by dancers in dozens of countries, even while their governments can't always find ways to get along. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Phantom Tribal Belly Dance.